Right now at 10, just minutes ago, we got an update from Phoenix's police chief on that major breaking news we've been following all night long. 2 Phoenix police officers in the hospital at this hour, both of them shot.
You're taking a look at the scene near 16th Street and McDowell Road. This is an earlier look from our AZ Family News Chopper. You can see how extensive that police presence is, covering a number of blocks throughout Phoenix. And they are continuing to stay on scene as this investigation and incident continues to unfold.
Yeah, Phoenix's police chief says one of the officers is fighting for his life right now in critical condition. We have live team coverage for you this evening. Holly Bach is at the hospital where those officers were taken. She just got an update from police. Let's start with Holly.
Derek, we heard from Mayor Kate Gallego and the police chief of the Phoenix Police Department. Both seemed very shaken up and very angry at what has happened out here. We do know that those 2 officers were shot. One of them is in critical condition. The other one is stable. The police chief says it was his ballistic vest that saved his life in this incident. We have some video from our Arizona's Family News Chopper, and I want to walk you through the timeline of these events. So we were told that the call came in just before 6:30. They say a suspect was breaking into a car. When officers got there, that suspect then took off. It was a foot chase between that person and between police, and that is when they were met with gunfire. Again, those 2 officers were shot, one in critical, the other in stable, here at the Banner Medical Facility off of 10th Street and McDowell. Now, police did say that they do not believe there is an immediate danger to anyone in the community and that one person was detained. But again, we heard, and you could just hear in their voice, tell by their faces, that the police chief and the mayor are very, very frustrated and distraught with what happened.
The officers are surrounded right now by their family and loved ones, and we ask that you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Our officers have been met by gunfire 11 times this year, protecting and serving this community. What happens tonight is senseless. It angers me. I hope you share my anger.
Now, again, one of those officers is here in the hospital fighting for his life tonight. Once we get some more information on these officers, we will make sure to update you. But the police chief did say he was able to speak with the officer who is in stable condition. He said he is extremely traumatized. His partner had just been shot, and that he was very emotional about this entire thing, guys. Again, of course, we will learn so much more. The spokesperson with the Phoenix Police Department says they will be out here all night, and they will let us know a little bit more information about what happened. But again, they also want to point out they do not believe there is an immediate threat to the people who live in this area. We'll send it back to you.
A lot of people keeping those officers in their thoughts tonight. Holly Bach from the hospital. Thank you, Holly. There was a massive search for the suspect after those 2 police officers got shot tonight, which closed down several roads in the area.
And right now, multiple on-ramps in central Phoenix remain closed. Our Steven Sarabia is live near the scene with more on what led up to that shooting. Steven?
Yeah, that's right, Vanessa and Derek. So one of the things I want to point out that's really sort of changed these past couple minutes is now they're adding even more barriers to their perimeter that they have set up around the scene. So yes, Holly mentioned that the chief said that there's no threat to the public, but their investigation, it continues. I see even more officers showing up to the scene. So right now you can actually see those barricades, those barriers that they're putting up. They're trying to prevent people going east on McDowell past 7th Street. They're trying to turn everybody away from this area. They have this massive perimeter built up, but it's not just in this area. We have police, if we take a little look, they're posted up at businesses as well, everywhere, just trying to deter these people from going through. Now, our Arizona's Family News Chopper does have an aerial view of that search effort and that police response, just massive, as they're turning lots of people away. It has caused quite the traffic jam this evening. I spoke with a Valley Metro bus driver who was confused. He wasn't sure what to do. He had a few stops down the road. I've spoke to people who live down that road and said they were not sure when they're going to get home. Some people just getting out of their cars and just walking down there. But another thing I wanted to point out is they even within the last hour, last couple minutes, posted up that crime scene tape to try and block off. Some people have tried to sneak in through businesses to try and head that way. They've since put up that tape to try and prevent people from going that way. So we're not sure when this area will reopen to the public. Just know that they're still out here. We just saw them put up even more barricades, so it might be some time for this area reopens back for the public. But for now, I want to pass it back to you guys.
All right, continuing coverage there as more information will come out surely in the hours to come. Steven Staravia live for us at the scene. Thank you. Meanwhile, Arizona's law enforcement leaders are closely following this case. Attorney General Chris Mays posting on X saying she hopes the 2 officers injured tonight are okay and that everyone else remains safe. The county attorney also posting on X offering her prayers to the 2 officers and their families. Governor Katie Hobbs echoing the same reaction on X, saying her thoughts are with the officers, their families, and the entire law enforcement community, adding DPS stands ready to assist in the investigation.
Here at